Alright, so felt like uploading. This is pretty much just a speculation video based on the Dynamax Adventure information that we got a few hours ago of me posting this. So this is obviously before the release of DLC 2, but it's just my ideas, just based on some of the comments I'm seeing and like a few concerns people are having. And I'm basically just basing this off of what I feel should be the perfect idea to happen and based on the information provided to us. And I'm using Cerebi as a source basically because they cover everything pretty well. But going to start off with this one, and basically the legendary cod have a 100% chance of capture, which is great. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. That is actually great. That way people can catch anything in any ball or whatever they want to do. That is actually great. But where people are having concern is, and let me reiterate. So if you defeat it, you have the 100% catch rate. So if you don't defeat it, you obviously can't catch it, basically. And this was the information that people were really keying in on. So you can only get each legendary Pokemon once in Dynamax Adventures. So, um, not sure if that means if you can only catch them once or you can only encounter them once. So, hopefully, best case scenario means that so I mean, I'm looking at the article now. It's basically saying that you can only capture it once. So, with that in mind, that's a very good idea, being able to capture it just once. And I know a lot of people are concerned. So, if we can only catch it once, how can we like shiny hunt? So, the way I'm thinking is like, since it says that you can only capture it once and you have to beat it to actually like catch it. So I think that means that basically you can keep encountering it until you come across a shiny. If it's not shiny, either I guess forfeit or let it beat you. But that's just my kind of reasonable conclusion to it all. Is basically you don't win. I mean, as long as you don't catch it, I mean, I feel like you should still be able to do the raid again. And the only thing I'm kind of thinking of now is like, how do they actually track that? Because like, is it only for like the host? So let's say like I'm the one that hosting, and then like I have three other people, and I host like let's say Giratina. So and then two people have already caught Giratina in my raid. Does that mean that they can't join, or does that mean that when they get there, the game somehow automatically blocks them from catching it? So that's kind of the thing I'm worried about. And also, like, are there save points, or is this one continuously action going throughout? Because if you're in normal raids, I mean, connection drops all the time. So, and from the information provided, I mean, they've said that we have three battles and then we hit the legendary. So what happens if like your connection drops on the first round? Do you get matched with an NPC later, or can other people join in the raids? Like, there's still like a lot of questions, but I definitely think like earlier, like shiny hunting should be possible with this because, like I said, you just don't catch it, you re-enter somebody else or whatever. And another thing I'm kind of concerned about is, will this be like RNG based? So is it like how with normal raids where there's like a seed or whatever? So that way for people that have like PK hacks or and stuff like that, they can like save beforehand and then generate it, and then it's guaranteed shiny. So I mean, it's a little doubtful just because of how it's set up, because you have multiple people coming in. So, like, is it re-rolling each time, or is it re-rolling like that one time it's set from beginning to end? So, there's a lot of things going into it, but I mean, I'm definitely excited for it because it's a new aspect. Overall, only being able to only catch one does honestly suck because, like, with it being like three battles, you're using rental mods and stuff like that. I feel like you should definitely have more opportunities because, I mean, they're not making it easy for you, especially since we're not using our own mods and like we don't heal after battle and stuff, and then obvious connection issues. I think definitely we should have be able to catch it more than once, obviously, because obviously for chaining, because you might want the right nature, ability, stuff like that. But I mean, Game Freak is Game Freak, and we know we don't really get what we want. But um, I guess the other thing is just more or less like I'm hopeful that maybe we'll be able to catch these in normal raids as well. So maybe they'll do events where you can catch them in raids and you can catch as many as you want. I mean, that's honestly that'll be the best course of action for them to do because I mean, after this DLC 2 dries up, eventually, I mean, we got really nothing to look forward to, and that'll be something that'll really keep the game kind of interesting because if we know we have something to look forward to being able to catch, I mean, it keeps people more involved. Like when we had the raid for was it Alolan Chew? I mean, that was super active, and I was kind of hoping they would continue that for like Alolan Ninetales and the other ones, but it didn't happen. But I mean, stuff like that, kind of like doing like a weekly featured legendary and making it hard to like when we had the Mewtwo and stuff like and Zero Orb. I think that's definitely the right direction they should go. But I mean, again, it's Game Freak. I mean, and that's pretty much all I really had to say. Definitely leave your if you got any comments, questions, feel free to ask them. If you like the video, hit the like button. Like buttons always help. Um, and subscribe if you haven't already. And that's pretty much it. Just look for me on YouTube or Twitch streaming the raids once they get started. And guys, enjoy the rest of your day.